This is my Ortlieb Classic 6 handlebar bag. I've had it 6 months. It's been on my bike for around 2,000 kilometres. This is why I think you should buy one. Ortlieb bags are all well made, and this little bag here, it's no exception. The stitching all the way around, it's absolutely superb. If you look at the connecting points for the straps, they're excellent. And also on the back, the fixing system here, that's superb too. Even the little toggle here to open the bag, it's all great. Most importantly, this bag, like my panniers, is fully waterproof. Let's test that out. It's probably going to start raining soon, which is what I wanted, because I wanted to test if the Ortlieb Classic 6 really is waterproof. But I'm going to give it a bit of a helping hand. I'm going to give this bag a real drenching, just to check if things stay dry inside. It's got all my stuff inside, so I hope it does. I'm going to put a notepad inside and a watch just to time it and see how long it's been drenched for. Okay, here's a notepad. Here's my timer. Okay, that's had a thorough soaking for at least 10 minutes. It's the moment of truth. Let's see if my things are dry inside. Oh yes, absolutely dry. And okay, you can see there, that's 12-13 minutes, 12.5 minutes, dry as a bone. Perfect. The Ortlieb Classic 6 handlebar bag is waterproof. The Ortlieb Classic 6 will cost you around $100 US. There's plenty of alternatives from good quality manufacturers like Topeka, MSX and Blackburn, but I'd put my money on Ortlieb, outlasting them all. If $100 is just too much for a bag, then you could opt for something like this quite inexpensive in-bike handlebar bag. It's only 3 litres, but it costs just $20. I used it on my bike for 6 months and had a good experience with it. You get a lot for your money with this little bag, but with the Ortlieb you get an awful lot for your money. Now let's take a closer look at the bag's clamp and fixing system. Firstly, attaching the clamp to your handlebars I found to be a little bit overcomplicated and time consuming. However, this excellent online video, it does make the process a whole lot easier. The link to the full video is in the description below. One thing to be aware of is that Ortlieb recommend that you use a pair of these large bolt cutters to cut the cable. I mean seriously, who has a pair of these ready to hand? I used a pair of these old pliers, but honestly it took every ounce of my strength to cut the cable. Happily, once the clamp's fitted, the system's absolutely rock solid and it works brilliantly. You can see just how easy it is to take it on and off your bike. This has 6 litres of capacity. If you need a little bit less or a little bit more, they have bags in the range between 5 to 8 litres of capacity. Some have side pockets, which this one doesn't have. I don't actually need that, so I'm not really bothered. And other ones have like a clear pocket on the top where you could keep a phone or something like that. But I don't keep my phone in the bag, so that's not really a problem for me. 6 litres will carry everything I need, and also a bigger bag, it can impact slightly on the handling, so I'm very happy with 6 litres. This is routinely what I'd have in my bag. I've now put everything in the bag. You can see there's lots of room for things that you're likely to want to have ready to hand. Things like a puncture repair outfit, a lock, suntan lotion, money, glasses, that kind of thing. If you're going into a coffee shop, restaurant, it's easy to actually put a GoPro on the top there, and when you come out, if you want to load up with snacks like bananas, say for instance, there's plenty of room as well. It's a great size, it's perfect for what I need. The only criticism I do have is with this front pocket. What I don't like about it is I think the zip, it's too narrow. If you get in a bit closer there, you can see that it doesn't extend all the way to the ends here, and it just seems a little bit narrow. I don't know why they couldn't extend the zip further along, and maybe even have put a couple of extra pockets on the left hand and the right hand side here. It's okay, but it just sometimes feels a bit narrow and fiddly to get your hands into. I'd have liked to see a wider zip pocket. This is a practical bag in so many ways because it's the right size for me, easy to get all my gear into, easy to get on and off the bike. Also, it's waterproof, it's very important for me. But what I think lets it down are the straps to carry off the bike. It really is found wanting. This is the bag with a supplied strap, and you can see it's just too short, even when it's fully extended. The bag's sitting way too high on my body, and frankly, it feels uncomfortable. In this clip, I'm wearing the bag with a strap I took off a cheap kettle bag. It looks, and it actually feels, way more comfortable. Here's a side-by-side comparison of the two straps. The kettlebag strap on the left, it's clearly longer and wider. If the makers of a $10 kettlebag can make a decent length and width of strap, then why on earth can't Ortlieb? I just don't understand it. Another issue is when you need to carry it off and you don't want to use a strap, how are you supposed to carry it? How? You can't carry it by here, and there's no strap to carry it one-handed, and often you do need to just use one hand, so you end up hooking your fingers under here, which is not ideal, or you carry it under your arm basically. One more thing I would like to see improved slightly is the closing system. It is very good, but in theory you should be able to pull this and close it in one. However, more often than not, it doesn't secure properly, and you just have to run your fingers like that to close the magnets here. So I'll show you that again. You can see it's not closed. Run my fingers under and close it. Easy to open, but more often than not you can't close it in that oneer. It's not a deal breaker, I think it could be a little bit better. Overall, the Ortlieb Classic 6 scores an impressive 45 out of 50. So there you have it. This is an extremely well made bag. It's got plenty of room for your gear, and all for an affordable price. The only real moan and niggle I do have with it are the straps, which I think could be so much better. But despite this, it's a bag I'd wholeheartedly recommend. I don't regret buying it for 1 second. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your bikes, enjoy your rides, and I'll see you in the next video.